Hello guys, Chris here and welcome back to another video. In this one, my friends, I'm gonna be testing the RX 588GB model in Cyberpunk 2077. This one is the XFX GTS version of the card. It's overclocked out of the box to 1366 MHz on the core clock and 2000 MHz on the memory clock. I pushed the power limit here to plus 10% to consistently achieve these clock speeds. And I'm running it with a Ryzen 7 3700X and 16 gigs of RAM. You should be able to achieve the same FPS with something like a Ryzen 3 3100 or 3300X, so you don't need a Ryzen 7, of course. I'm gonna go over the settings right now, and we're playing at 1080p resolution. That's the resolution that I'm gonna test throughout this video, and we're gonna be testing it at low, medium, high, and ultra settings, just like we did with the GTX 1650 Super. Starting off with the low settings, as you can see, this is it. Pretty much everything is set to the minimum settings, and over in the gameplay tab, you can see that the crowd density is set to high because it doesn't really matter. If you have a slower CPU, it might matter, or if you install the game on a hard drive, but I have the game installed on an SSD, so yeah, I only lose like 1 FPS by setting it too high instead of low. Let's get into the game, shall we, my friends? GPU utilization might fluctuate a little bit. As you can see, we're getting 90% usage there. We've seen the same issue with the RX 570, so it seems like these AMD cards, at least the 500 series, are having a little bit of trouble with this game for some reason. I don't really know why, but GPU utilization never goes up to, or never stays up at 99% usage all of the time. It fluctuates between like 90 and 99 most of the time. So maybe they will fix it with the driver update. I'm running the latest drivers, as I told you, which are supposedly optimized for this game. Or maybe the game itself will have an update and fix those issues with these 500 series GPUs from AMD. I guess the 400 series might be the same because, well, they're the same architecture basically. Anyways, as you can see, this GPU is not really doing that good of a job, just like me driving right now. But yeah, I think it's slightly slower than the GTX 1650 Super, but that's probably because we're not utilizing 100% of this GPU, and I also overclocked the 1650 Super further than the factory OC. If you manually overclock this card, you should get 1650 Super kind of performance, but I don't know, right now the game's kind of broken in this card, so that's a little bit of a bummer. As you can see right now, we're getting those frame time issues in this area. Not as bad as we saw with, for example, the GTX 1660 Ti, but maybe that's because the 1660 Ti was slightly CPU bound in this area at least. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Low settings, does perform well, it does look good, but I would not recommend it because of the shadow render distance. It's a major bummer for me. You can see the shadows just rendering in. Oh my god, okay, I can't go up here. I really wanted to. I'm so sorry, I am so sorry. Is she alive? What? They just disappeared. Seriously, low settings. Okay, we're back to the main menu. I just wanted to show you texture quality. I set it now to high. It was set to low on the low settings, and we still saw VRAM utilization going higher than 4 GB. So this game is really intensive. 4 gig cards are already at the limit if you set this one to low. But let's set it to high. We do have 8 gigs of VRAM, of course, and now we're using the medium settings preset, as you can see here. And going over to the video settings, yeah, 1080p, same things over here. Let's go. Let's start counting those FPS, and it seems like we lost what, like 10 FPS, 15 maybe at times. Yep, it's a little bit of a performance drop there, but the game does look a lot better, let me tell you that. You know what, the textures didn't really change that much, at least inside of the car. I was paying attention to that at the end of the low settings run. But anyways, let's keep on moving over here and go to that demanding area. Right now, yeah, it's becoming a little bit too bad. At least the GPU utilization is going up to 99% usage a few more times now because, well, the settings are more demanding. But yeah, I really think that these AMD cards are a little bit bugged. I'm not sure if the 5000 series also has this problem, or even the 6000 series. I will be testing an RX 5700 XT, not sure when yet, but yes, I do have that card. So yeah, I'll test that, of course, in Cyberpunk soon-ish, I guess. The 580, well, it's not doing that bad of a job. job, you know, it's still playable, but it's a little bit too bad that we're not utilizing the full potential of this card. And where the heck am I going? At least the game still runs on medium settings and you can comfortably play like this, especially if you have like a controller or something. It's not this way. God damn it, what am I doing? Oh boy, okay, it's all good. Okay, alright, car handling in this game is pretty hard, alright guys, don't judge me. Anyways, this is it, the most demanding area in our benchmark run, with the crowd and stuff, lots of details, and we're getting 30 something FPS. Still pretty much the same thing, you know. It's still okay. I think the 1650 Super did just a little bit better of a job here. Not too sure though. I do remember it getting like 40 FPS on average, maybe 41, and 1% lows in the 30s as well. So it might actually be the same experience. Okay, here we go. This is high settings. I'm just gonna disable motion blur because, well, I hate it. And there we go. Turn that off. Everything is still the same, as you can see. 1080p resolution. And let's do this. So GPU utilization hopefully will be at 98 or 97% plus all of the time here on high, guys, because otherwise it will probably drop from 30 FPS. We didn't really see the 1650 Super dropping from 30, guys, by the way, on high settings. So okay, I noticed that GPU utilization went down to like 94% there, so I'm a little bit worried about high settings with this GPU. But good thing is, we're reaching 69 degrees Celsius at times, so there's that. This is much better. There we go, 69, much more consistently now at high settings. Very beautiful, that is it. Anyways, I can still see the shadow render distance being very low here. That's kind of weird, but okay, it might be only a few shadows here and there. I don't know, but yeah, okay, 32 there. Oh boy, 30, 31. I guess I will say the same thing as I said with the GTX 1650 Super. If you have a controller and you don't mind the console-like experience with 30 FPS in this game, just lock your FPS to 30 and have fun with this on high settings, because the game looks gorgeous at these settings. And, well, it still runs, you know, it's not unplayable, but I would prefer to play this on medium settings if it was me. But for example, Digimoon, she actually plays just fine with the controller at 30 FPS and she doesn't really mind it. So in a game like this, I don't know if she would prefer 30 FPS, because you have the first-person perspective most of the time whenever you're not in a car, you know, so you might want to aim for at least 40 plus on average. But yeah, if you don't mind this is okay. That being said, I'm gonna stop it right there. We almost hit 6 gigabytes of VRAM utilization there, which is kind of high, but it's expected, I guess, from a game like this. And let's do ultra settings just for a little bit. You know, it's not gonna be playable, so I'm not gonna spend too much time here on ultra. And oh yeah, all right, you know what, at least it's right around 30 FPS, but it's rough, guys. Oh boy, yeah, it's dropping from 30. Nope, this is not good. Okay, let's just disable motion blur as well, because, well, that ruins everything pretty much. And let's start counting our FPS. Yep, okay, already dropping into the 20s. That is pretty bad. Yeah, you just run right in front of my bike. That's a very bright idea, sir. Anyways, I doubt the averages will be at 30 FPS, guys. I think we saw 30 on average with the 1650 Super. Not too sure, because I made that video yesterday, although I uploaded it today. But I guess with the 580, you're looking at like 2 FPS or 1 FPS lower than the 1650 Super, with both GPUs overclocked. But remember, this can actually go further. 25, it's a very similar experience, basically. Oh my god, okay, that actually worked. I am not dead yet. So my friends, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to watch more Cyberpunk videos, because they will come very, very soon, keep tuned in, because tomorrow I'm gonna test the GT 710 in this game, and it's gonna be wonderful, like it always is. As always, love you all. Bye-bye.